The next man, whose name is Joey, is such a calm dude. He is so calm and quiet that you can barely understand what he is saying, which could be a problem for some people, especially those who rage quickly like me. Maybe that could be the main reason why the house became haunted in the first place. Maybe these ghosts are the kind that gets pissed off easily by quiet people. They want more noisy residents. Joey hasn't been living in the house for long. He moved in not that long ago with his wife and baby son, but he might just regret it to the point where he had to go back to his mom's house and end a possibly great series of paranormal haunting videos that have high legitimacy. Why did he go back to his mommy's house? And what about his family? He did so he could avoid staying in a place that's filled with paranormal activity all over for the safety of him and his family, until he finds a new place to stay in. His mom's house is his new home now. As of one day, he heard his son's music toy turning on by itself. The kid isn't that smart to play tricks on his father at that age, at least not yet. So when he checked the room, not only did he find the toy on, but the place was messed up. Things were on the ground when it wasn't supposed to. And as I mentioned, his son is way too small and young to even reach them, unless he was like the baby from the movie The Incredibles. The toy didn't stop turning on by itself, but what left me and him speechless was a tall shadow figure walking by from the outside, which was seen by the blinders. The balcony is 12 feet above the ground, so it will take 2 Michael Jordans on top of each other to fully reach it. In the second clip, from the nanny cam, we can see how these ghosts perform in action.
So me and my wife have been living in this apartment for about 6 months now. We've been living in this apartment complex for about 4 years, probably more than that. For the past 2 weeks, some weird things have been happening in our son's room. Stuff have been like moved around, and we keep hearing noises, and it sounds like stuff's being like closed and shut. I've never got anything like actually on camera. My wife is actually staying with my baby at my mom's because they're kind of like freaked out right now. We're about to move out anyway, but they're just staying there for the time being because it's weird and we don't really have any explanations for it. Not that I think it's ghosts, but I don't have any other explanations for it. So I wasn't gonna record, but I came here to feed the cats. We have 2 cats who have to stay here, unfortunately, because my mom is allergic to cats. So I came over to feed them, and I noticed that in his room, my son's room back here, there's one of my cats, I can hear his toy being played. And you can't really hear it right now. But we keep the door closed because, one, we always kept the door closed because we don't want the cats to go in there and get hair all over because they're really floofy cats. But I can hear the toy playing, and it was not on before. It is playing right now, and I don't know why it's playing right now. I didn't leave it on, but even if I did leave it on, like, I'll turn it off. Even if I did turn it on, it wouldn't automatically play. You'd have to, even if I brush over the keys, it doesn't really go. So you'd have to really press the button and make it go. And it was not on, and it turned on, and I could hear it. And that's why I started recording. And now that I'm looking around, I was like, there's stuff knocked over. This plant's knocked over. This fake plant's knocked over. There's books on the ground. The wipes are on the floor. I don't know what is going on. And there is no one here. I am here by myself. There is nobody here. I'm here by myself. I'm in the father's closet right here. I'm just trying to debunk everything. There's nothing here. Did you see that? Am I insane? Am I insane? Someone just walked by the window, and I will go out there and show you that no one is here. This door is locked. This is the door you're just looking at. This door is locked. There's nothing out here. Nothing out here. There's a closet door. This is also locked. I don't think we've ever opened that door. It's always been locked. Just the weirdest things are happening. Weirdest things are happening. All right, so we're at my mom's right now, and we have a baby monitor set up so we can kind of see what's going on, and I can look back and see, like, oh, did anything happen? Is anything moving around? And we caught this. I showed my parents this. This is crazy. But if you look really closely, the rocking chair starts to move. It's in the corner. You can see it's very slight. But you can see the shadow kind of moving. It's rocking on its own. There's no one there. Everyone is at my mom's house right now. Everyone's at my mom's house. And then the wipes fly off the dresser. And then the hamper. The baby's hamper falls over. Like, what is going on? No one's there. What is happening?
This man Joey knew the deal. He cut it short and decided to make the smart move and leave in peace, which provides his videos with much more credibility, especially knowing that he hasn't uploaded any other videos related to the topic other than these two. If you thought you had already seen a dude chill enough in front of a paranormal activity, then your eyes need to be sanitized and washed with some good quality soap, because Leighton is about to drop his attitude on your thick head when you see how he owned the ghost in his house. I know you have goosebumps on your skin right now, and I also know why. It's not due to the teasing for the next video, but rather how cringe it was, and I have to send you my sincere apology for that. So let's get back to Leighton and his luxurious house. I have featured the man who calls himself Manchester 666 before, and I don't want to mention that every time I refeature someone on this channel, Leighton is back today with yet another list of spooky clips. As he was chilling on the couch and having an important call with one of his close friends, the ghost in his house, and I'm referring to Leighton's house here, the ghost seemed to have gotten jealous. He was like, "Am I not enough for you, Leighton?" So he struck back. So the blinders began shaking, opening and closing until Leighton had enough and called it the day. One day, while Leighton was enjoying his snacks, he didn't share them, so the ghost in his house began messing with the door, punching it to the wall aggressively like a little child. The mirror was there at the back of the door, so due to the heavy pushing of the door, it was forced out of its position, falling to the floor, breaking, and then being awkwardly pulled, which was creepy. Another day, Leighton was also enjoying his snacks because he loves eating. The table was shaking, causing everything around it and on it to shake with it. And since the man loves eating, one time he was eating his weird soup and refused to be nice in communication with the ghost, so the ghost took the man's head and shoved it into that bowl of soup. Guess what? After all these paranormal scenes, the man was like a parent with his uncivilized child.
Winston, it's going on the balcony. You in? Winston's just put my head in that carrot and coriander soup, guys. It's been quiet all day. I was recording on there because someone said, well, a few people said, start eating meals at the table instead of on me poof. So I've done that. I tried playing with the Ouija board this morning. I asked him some questions. He spelled nothing out. I got nothing back. He likes the green ball, so I thought he might have went to yes and no, things like that. Anyway, he didn't use that, so that's why the camera's been set up there. And I thought, right, I'll eat a meal here. I was there for less than 60 seconds, guys. Started eating, table went up. So I threatened him, the green ball, which is there now. I said, I'm going to put your green ball on the balcony. My head's gone straight in the soup. You know, I don't know if it's Winston, guys, because there has been a shadow the last week, new activity. I know that wasn't aggressive, but Winston doesn't usually do things like that to me, so I don't know. Why didn't you find it last week or the week before when the search were there? Yeah, obviously. Well, that's why I said obviously. And it doesn't make much sense, you know. Body turns up today after the football game last night. Pack it in! Wants to mess about. Go in the bathroom! I'll call you back. I was eating my tea, guys, kebab and chips. I was recording on there. He's been messing about for the last hour. I've been out, come home. So here's the blinds, guys. Yeah, something, last time he moved the blinds, people were saying it's electric blinds, motorised blinds. These are definitely a pulley system, guys, 100%. I'm sure somebody in the comments has the same blinds. And somebody said somebody was outside with fishing line. The window was closed, but even if it wasn't, you know, guys, I'm really high up. I'm really, really high up. Yeah, guys, I'm really high up. So anybody who says somebody was outside the window helping me with fishing line, it must be Superman or Spider-Man. I'm not letting them get me angry anymore, guys. I'm just trying to eat my breakfast. Fucking destroying everything in my flat. I'm not being bothered anymore. I think that's just happened because I'm staying out tonight. I'm going out to watch the football, the final, England and Spain, and then I'm staying out. I was on a phone call just before all this started happening. Do that again, guys. I'm going to show the blinds close up because people have said someone's outside helping them with fishing line and things like that. This is to show there's no green screens or anything like that. Windows closed, guys, and I'm high up. So yeah, that's the Ouija board. I put the mirror there as well, the broken mirror. I've not got rid of it yet. And I was recording on here. But I'm off to bed soon, guys, so I'll probably do the next update tomorrow. I've just got in bed to watch a film and that lamp started rattling. It stopped now, but if it does it again, guys, I'll record it. Are you finished? I was recording there, guys. I was just eating a meal deal from Morrison's. Yeah, so it's been pretty quiet today. And then he banged the table, so I've set the camera up. I've put the green ball on, guys, for anybody who says green screen, you know, the armchair debunkers and that. The paint palette is to show there's no blue screens, red suits, all colours covered. So yeah, guys, it's been pretty quiet today. I'm going out soon, so I'm not sure if we'll get any more footage today. This is the Winston Churchill coin, guys. A few people have been asking to have a look at it close up. It's a 1965 Winston Churchill coin. I found it in my neighbour's flat in a locked cupboard. There was a banging noise coming from the cupboard. I opened the cupboard, brought the coin home. Activity started.
Unfortunately, the moment when his head was pushed into the soup felt a bit forced to me. I don't know, I just couldn't really digest that part, no pun intended, even though he was eating soup. But in all seriousness, this ghost isn't messing around, even if it seems like it is. Have you ever had an experience like the one in the next video before? Well, aren't you supposed to present us with information first, and then we could let you know if we had or not? You're demanding way too much, but I will bear with you. So, again, you're sitting alone in bed, thinking about life and how you're planning on making it until the end of the month, and all of a sudden, you're hit with the reminder to use the toilet. Sorry, that would be me in that situation, but all of a sudden, you're hit with paranormal activity out of nowhere. Sounds of thuds and heavy tapping are coming from upstairs. Who in the world could be causing all this noise? But then you remember that it's a tiny apartment you stay in, not an independent house. How terrifyingly broke. That would be a normal case of neighbor noise, but this man in the next video, who happened to live in Brooklyn, New York, so not only is he capable of living in New York City, but he also has what it takes to not have neighbors in the building. Braden is explaining to us how he felt the other day while he was in deep nerve-wracking moments when the paranormal activity knocked on his comfort zone. Did he answer the door? What door? Didn't you say the paranormal knocked on his comfort zone? Did you ever tell me how difficult you can sometimes be? Or how about I explain to you what Braden went through next? As he went outside his room to see the source of these spooky noises, he was called out. So the police surrounded his house and called him out to surrender. Isn't that the case? No, but a voice mimicking Braden's voice called for him.
I don't know how to explain this or why this happened or how, but basically it started off like any other normal experience in my house. Like, I mean, I was just hearing stuff upstairs and like I heard like the walking down the stairs and the creaking and the tapping and the scratching, everything like that, right? And I got that on camera, so I started filming, and then I go out into like my living room to investigate and try to like get closer to it, see if I could get any like thing physically on camera instead of just the noise. And I didn't really do that. but I did get more noise, and that noise happened to be my own voice calling me up the stairs. The noises, trying to like figure out what's going on, and then all of a sudden I hear, Brayden, it's okay, come upstairs. Come here for a minute. And I'm like, what? At first, I didn't even realize it was my voice. You know, I didn't even realize it was my voice. I just heard somebody calling me upstairs, and that in itself was creepy enough. But then when I realized it was my voice, that blew me away. What the Wow, it's really bad right now. Okay, hold on. Jesus. Okay, hold up. Why is the tree on there? Whatever that is coming from up here. Should I attempt to go in there? Because that was coming, all that thumping, it was coming from like right in there, in that room.
Come up here for a sec, man.
What the? What the was that? You guys, did I just hear that right?
Get up here now.
Okay. That I'm not with. That I'm not with. That I'm not with, bro. That I'm not with, bro. That I don't play around with. That I don't play around with. I don't know. Oh no. Whatever that was just came down the stairs. This door's just about to open. Guys, am I like crazy? Or was there not a voice upstairs? I heard the thing run down the stairs, and now I'm just back in my room kind of taking shelter, hoping my door doesn't get kicked in by the devil or something. I don't even know, bro, but hopefully that doesn't happen.
How reassuring that even when his parents aren't around, there's someone keeping an eye on him during those cold nights to make sure he doesn't feel alone. Seriously.
What the?
Come up here for a sec, man. Come up here for a sec, man. Come up here for a sec, man. Come up here for a sec, man.
This next video is really good, and I'm not overstimulating in the manner because I haven't seen many videos of the Ouija board in the last 4 years that actually take me off guard, but the next video surely did leave a mark. I feel like I'm talking about some life-changing experience that I have gone through, not just another one of these strangely scary videos from the internet. Regardless, we start off strong with a man who had nothing to do with the whole investigation other than being a friend to the victim. His name is Wishy, and he is a content creator on YouTube. Then why is he here? Well, he was on a live call with Brian while Brian was in the middle of his terrifying experience, along with another friend who was also on the call. Wishy starts the video with some slurs along the lines. But forget about that, let's talk about the good stuff. Not that kind of good stuff that you may have in mind though. Brian went as far as taking a specially designed Ouija board with a symbol of the devil drawn on it, and he conducted the whole session during the nighttime. Almost inside a graveyard. Almost, because he was by the closed gate of that graveyard. But if you thought closed gates would have stopped him from getting in there, then you're mistaking. But how did it build up to that? Well, as he began using the planchette, it regularly moved on its own while having his fingers on it. Nothing strange here, just like any ordinary session. But then the camera started pinning around, to the point where it fell later on. While Brian was trying to stick it back to the tripod, it caught the planchette moving on its own. His car was honking randomly, which added a lot to the horrifying atmosphere. But it all came down to the moment when that board took itself inside the cemetery and ignited the fire. Brian was forced to get in there but felt trapped in the end.
It's kind of moving, Yo, I'm leaving, bro.
You gotta say goodbye. You gotta say goodbye. Bro.
Yo, I'm leaving, bro.
Bro.
Yo, Chris, should I leave? Was that
One hand.
was that you that turned the car alarm on?
Moving. Yo, oh my god, we're cooked.
Why is it going to no?
It said no.
It said no.
He's like, yo, the camera's moving. Yo, bro, the camera's moving.
Bro, I'm leaving, bro. Yo, I'm leaving.
Bro.
Nothing is allowed to possess me or harm me.
In any way or any form.
In any way or in any form. And I'm only asking for good spirits to come through.
Oh my god.
Is there any spirits that would like to communicate with me? Yo, it's moving fast, bro.
Yo. Bro, is that really not you?
That's not me, bro. I swear. I'm barely touching it. Was it you that moved the camera? Bro, the car is going off, bro. Yo! Bro.
You have to say goodbye.
Bro, it broke the light.
Bro. See if the wires got messed up.
I think I got it. Do I just say goodbye and leave?
Say goodbye. Get the fuck out. Planchette on it. He left the planchette on it. That's why you're not supposed to, bro. That's when they move it. That's their thing. Bro, I'm literally looking at it move. I'm not even joking. I'm literally looking at it move.
I got the tripod. Alright. Alright, I'm going back to the car. Are there any spirits here that would like to talk to me? Bro, I didn't even ask it.
That's insane, dude. I didn't even ask it.
Was that you that just turned on the alarm?
Jump on it, okay? That's insane, dude.
Yes. Bro. I took the lights and everything. Bro.
Don't believe it, bro.
Oh my God, bro. Bro, the board went in.
Get the phone, get your phone. Get out there, bro. Oh my god, I saw that. We caught that on camera.
I'm leaving, bro.
Yo. Goodbye, bro. They stopped you from saying phone.
I'm jumping the fence, bro. I'm jumping the fence.
Bring a light
Bro.
phone.
Bro, Chris.
Bring the light on the phone.
Chris, look at the stream.
Oh my god, bro.
There's a big fire in there.
There's a fire?
There's a fire.
Get out of there, run. Yo, get out of there. I'm not gonna get out of there. Get out.
Bro, what is burning though? Bro, if that's the board, bro, everything just escaped.
Brian, go home, bro. I think you just go home, bro. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. You're not allowed to follow me. Say it out loud right now.
Goodbye, you're not allowed to follow me. Bro, I don't think that's gonna work, bro.
Oh, shit. Look,
Bro.
show the fire, show the fire. Is this the hole? Bro, there was literally a fire. This is the hole. Do you see the fire?
Bro, I'm jumping. I'm jumping.
Yo, where's that frozen? What if it's like a graveyard watch or something?
No, it's not.
Yeah, the graveyard, that's a thing.
Bro, I see it. I see it. Yo, it's the board.
It's the board.
It's the board and the planchette.
It's the board. No, with the planchette. No, it's going up. It's going up.
Oh my god. Bro, I'm not touching it.
Say goodbye. Fuck it. Say goodbye. Try to say goodbye. Oh my. The board is burnt. Oh my god. The board is burnt. Oh, sorry. I don't know if the board. That was the board. Oh my god, bro.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye. Just say goodbye. Drag it and say goodbye.
I did. Yo, can y'all see him right there?
Where's the camera? Yeah, I see him. How did he get there?
Look, he's moving.
Yes, bro.
Bro, I'm locking my car. Did I lock the car?
What did he want? Hey, like, what do you want? Say, what do you want?
Bro, I can't see a face, bro.
Say, what do you want?
I can't see a face on him, bro.
I know, so scream and say, what do you want?
Yo, my alarm just went off again, bro.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, what the god.
Bro, what the do I do, bro?
When I told you he felt trapped in the end, I meant it. Not because the gate was closed. He could have easily jumped off. But that figure he saw walking, he described him as faceless. Do you know what that means? Ghost theory. And no folks, I'm not about to break down some theory I have come up with about ghosts, but this is the nickname of the duo in the next video. Joe and the other dude. Right now, I'm not aware of his name, but if I get to feature them in the future again, then I will definitely pick up his name. It has to be pronounced by Joe at some point. What an interesting topic to discuss. Just get to the video already. Okay then. Joe, and let's call the other guy Jeff for now. So what's the deal with Joe and Jeff for now? Just Jeff, by the way. These two headed into an abandoned cottage. As far as I know, the location is a 300-year-old abandoned cottage built on a plague pit. In the video, they discuss the stories of a vicar who deserted the villagers during a plague outbreak in 1665. So, what were they able to come up with? Did they invent some new technological invention that will change the world of jinn for good? No, they just did an ordinary paranormal investigation, but they picked a lot of activities, from sounds of faucets opening, to doors slamming, to footsteps, to different sounds and noises. It seems as if most of these sounds were coming from the second floor, which they went to and spent quite a long time in there, which takes us to the best shift in this whole story, what happened to Joe. He was once a cool, calm dude with glasses on, which represented wisdom and knowledge, and his rolled-back hat on, which gave off a sweet smudge of excitement. He was such a cool dude. But as the investigation proceeded, Joe started to lose control of his senses. He took the hat off, and so he did with the glasses. He was getting dizzy, sweaty, and almost on the path of getting possessed, as it seems.
We were just setting up to record the intro when we could hear what we could only explain as water running through the pipes above us.
What is that? There was like a big bang, wasn't there? And then suddenly it like sounded like water leaking.
Yeah.
That's
Like steam.
yeah. We've got to find out what that is.
But you can hear it here.
Yeah. It sounds like the heating's being turned on. It's like heating up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like all the pipes have started flowing all of a sudden. That is so weird. Stop now, isn't it?
upstairs.
Is that the upstairs tap?
Bathroom, isn't there? Because it's weird. It's a 300-year-old cottage built on a plague pit.
So, I just want to sort of sum up because you've probably been.
But that was below us now.
This place has one of the most creepy vibes we've ever had. Do you hear that?
We've never heard that here before.
No. This is the first, yeah.
Like fourth time we've ever been here. The problem is water doesn't just run without anywhere to go. But I can now hear it underneath us. So below us now is where the kitchen is.
Yeah.
We're constantly chasing it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That was the door. That was the door.
That was, yeah. That made me jump like... So did that.
That was the door. The kitchen door shut.
Really? Wind? I know, but wind? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like a panic attack, I suppose, is the best way to put it. I'm actually just going to fall asleep in a minute.
Yeah, not in this station. I want to go home. I do not want to stay
I
here.
feel like I could just fall asleep, like just stood up. Those noises aren't helping.
Seriously? What was that? That's my phone. How much battery have you got?
Dead. Wait until on. Why does that sound like there's someone coming up the stairs? Oh my... Okay.
Okay, so this is why we weren't going to release this video. At no point are we claiming that I was possessed or anything paranormal was going on here, and people probably wonder why we didn't just leave. It was because this obviously wasn't planned, and we were hoping to continue with the investigation once I was feeling better. I had been working a lot that week and had pretty much been living off of energy drinks. We don't want to lose your trust in thinking that this was faked as some paranormal encounter, and this is genuinely how it happened. But it does make this episode much creepier than we anticipated.
Joe, we need to go. Really sorry about the lighting, guys. I really hope you can hear that. That's footsteps. I'm going to go and have a look, Joe. I'm seriously shaking. Crap. Listen, guys, listen. That made me jump, Jesus Christ.
The more they stayed, the more the danger seemed to escalate. By the end of the investigation, Joe seemed like a completely different person from the one I thought I knew. I talk as if we've known each other for years, but really, it's just from watching this investigation unfold. This next video has been a hot one for sure in the last 3 weeks or so, and for a good reason too. The only reason I haven't shared it yet, despite the fact that all other channels in this niche have done so, is because it's way too short and it only fits in a longer list in my books. The video is very straight to the point and doesn't need a lot of introductions. Let me put it this way for you so you can have an idea of what it's like. You have definitely seen MMA fights before, like clips of it at least, and you have seen how these people get knocked out cold with fast hits, like a left hook. This could sound off topic, and it's true in some way, but not completely. You see, the way these fighters get knocked out is very similar to the way the next dude, if he is still a dude after the incident, got knocked out cold. He was on his way to get inside his house, walking up the stairs, when something unexpected out of nowhere with a very high velocity reached him from behind and knocked him out so bad I lost words. It isn't clear what that thing was, but it definitely is jinn-related, in my opinion, because it isn't caused by some mechanical part of some machine dislocating and launching at him, nor did someone launch it. So the only explanation is that it is paranormal related. This poor dude, I don't know if I should actually feel happy for him or if I should feel sorry for what has happened to him. Why? Did the jinn attack him so aggressively that he ended up in a coma for 3 years? Seriously, man. 3 years because of a demonic jinn attack? How ridiculous do you have to be? Then what kind of paranormal encounter did he have to come face to face with that resulted in such a situation? I wouldn't say you're off point there with your last question. Good job, Bill. You're progressing. Jay works as a security guard in some hospital, if I'm not mistaken. At least he used to work at one. Oh no, please tell us he didn't end up as a patient there, which led to his ending. Why are you so dark? No, it didn't get that far, but he did lose his job. Well, that is even darker in my opinion. But back when he used to work there, Jay had so many paranormal encounters that I have lost count. Because I can only count to 5, I'm still learning. In the first video, as he was chilling behind his disc, something just flew over his head. Jay felt it, so he stood up and brought out the Mike Tyson inside of him. Did he bite the ghost's ear off? Nope, he prayed to God that he wouldn't pass out due to how scared he was in that moment. But in other videos, when he is not around, you can see how the door swings ever so slightly and how the air freshener is peeling off the wall. That's some scary natural activity. I mean unnatural. But when Jay left, it seems like he was able to capture some more chilling paranormal phenomena, like some phantom-like orb passing by a guy who was standing there waiting for the right moment to see the lady behind the disc.
Hello everyone, I'm back. Yes, I know it's been a long time, but that's just cause ain't nothing been going on. Ain't no activity, nobody been seeing nothing. Sometimes it be little things here and there, but it don't be major that I just don't record it, just probably things that I can explain, what I'm saying, with the wind or whatever. Because doors be shaking and stuff, so I don't know, I can explain that. But this one I can't explain. Now, I don't know. This thing, this right here, this air freshener thing, it's been up for a long time. It's stuck. Now, you know how they had them things up in there, like real stuck, super glue or something, I don't know. But this mug just, you know what, I'm not even gonna say nothing, just watch. No wind, nothing. Doors closed, ain't nobody downstairs but me, right here. Watch. Look at that. It's like it just ripped, look at that. It's like it just ripped it out. I'm like, what the f? Like, it came back like, oh, I'm still here. But I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Somebody explain that. I don't know. Is it because it's been there too long and the glue or tape or whatever got like too old and it just fell off? Have y'all decided to show itself again? See it? See it? It's faint though. I looked at it like, okay. I'm like, okay. So I hesitated, so I just threw something because I didn't know what to do, you know. But that time it came from over my head though, for some reason. I don't know. But I was like, you know what? I'm over there just talking shit now, like, why is it always me and stuff? So it is what it is. It showed up to me twice already. From the first video, but this time I guess it's getting used to me or something. I don't know. That's kind of creepy. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just pray on it. I prayed to God, like, I hope it don't. I don't know. I don't know who it is or what it is, but leave me alone for real, because this is ridiculous. I'm looking like, okay, I don't see it no more. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just sit down. Let me just sit my ass down. And I'm not at that old site no more. Another security took over, you know what I'm saying? So, but that doesn't mean there's nothing unusual going on in these other senior buildings and stuff. There's a lot of, you know, what you expect in a senior building. But again, it's just something that probably can be explained and cannot, you know. Y'all be the judge of that, you know, so. This is what happened, you know. This time it was like before the white orb and stuff. So I didn't even realize it at the time. I didn't even realize it until now. So this happened yesterday. So watch the bottom right corner. Like it's gonna come from this way. Just watch. Watch. It should be coming. There you go. See it? Then it fades like real. Then it just disappears. So, what in the world happened? Well, this is something new something new that just happened. You know, I'm just, I'll just go through the cameras, see if anything's going on and stuff. But this apartment right here is vacant. This is on the 9th floor. This is vacant. Ain't nobody in there. I don't know. I mean, it probably could be debunked. So it could be the wind or anything, but, or, you know, I don't know. But it just kept, you know, like somebody trying to open it. It could be the wind, I don't know. It probably could be debunked, so I'm just saying it could be explained and it could not be. So I'm just showing y'all something unusual that never happened before. You know, all these other vacant buildings, like vacant apartments that I don't see them move on their own like that. So watch this door right here. Just watch this door. You don't see it move. See? Watch. See? So like somebody trying to open it, see? Look at that. Now it could be the wind, I don't know. But has this happened? Have y'all seen stuff like this before? Door trying to open, like bounce, like opening in and out like that. Like that. See that shit? But it's been, see, then it stopped. What type is that? Somebody explain that.
I'm not sure if Jay quit his job on purpose because he was fed up with all the paranormal activity, or if the hospital owners somehow found out about the videos and fired him to protect their reputation. The second option seems less likely since Jay never mentioned the name of the hospital, but it's interesting that no matter where Jay goes, he seems to run into ghosts. Maybe he's got some sort of supernatural attachment. I have always had the thought that if the room is very tiny and you can barely fit anything in it beside a bed, then it could never be scary, and I stood my ground against anyone who thought I was ridiculous and had so many arguments with people who didn't agree with me, but I never came out of it safe because I'm not so kind when it comes to those who come against my ideas and morals. But here's the thing, no one ever bothered to even talk to me, so these arguments only took place in my room when I'm alone, between me and myself. But here's the thing, the next video may have just changed my mind, so if it didn't take a fully mature person to try and change my mind, it only took a simple video. The context goes something like this: female hotel manager, and it is good for her to be holding that position. I'm so proud of her for some reason. She was called by her staff about an incident that has been happening to many guests in room number 30. Are they running out of water while showering? Well, I don't even know if there is enough space in that room to have a toilet to begin with. But answering your question, no, that isn't the problem. It's far more sinister and intimidating. They have reported paranormal activities taking place in there. Even one went as far as claiming that he encountered a person in there, despite it being empty. And he wanted us, the viewers, with an IQ above average, to believe these claims of his. The manager told him that is impossible, as she has vacated and ventilated the room, and it has not been occupied by anyone. So how dare he come up with such lies? She decided to investigate behind these reports herself, and oh boy, that terrifying face by the window was screaming terror. The manager ventured inside after the encounter but found nothing. Not long after, a loud noise sent her screaming for life.
Irma me dijo que se veía una persona en la habitación 30. Y le dije, no, y me dice, ¿está ocupada? Le digo, no, se desocupó en la mañana y no hay nadie. Yo misma fui a ventilar esa habitación. Y ahorita que voy pasando por acá me doy cuenta que sí es cierto, se ve como que alguien se estuviera asomando en la ventana. Vamos a ver qué es lo que pasa, vamos a ver qué hay ahí, pero se supone que no hay nada. Y sigue ahí viéndose. Aquí más cerquita. Sí, miren, ahí se alcanza a ver una cara, unos ojos. Vamos a ver a esa habitación. Estamos subiendo las escaleras porque desde ahí es donde estábamos viendo que se veía. Aquí ya no se ve nada, a lo mejor por el reflejo de la luz. Y vamos a ver en la habitación. Aquí está la cama, porque esta es una habitación pequeña. Aquí pues no se ve nada. Y aquí está la tele, donde estábamos, donde se supone que se veía, pero no se ve nada. No entiendo por qué se ve. ¡Ay! Irma me dijo que
That's definitely eerie and adds a creepy backstory to the footage. When a personal history or story is tied to an apparition, it makes everything feel more real. If the apparition's face matches the elderly ladies who passed away there, that's super unsettling. It's interesting how a story can make a paranormal clip feel more believable. We are back with the magician one again, the man with no fear who lives in his haunted house with his family as if he didn't have a family to take care of in the first place. The reason I'm saying that is because if what we are seeing in his videos is 100% real, he isn't actually taking much care of his family then. This level of activity is so high that it might badly affect his family members later in the future. Imagine you're going to the bathroom, you want to film yourself for some reason. Maybe you want to show off like the teenager that you are, or maybe you think your haircut is so cute, and I don't know why we are so soft nowadays. We call some haircuts cute. Or maybe, just maybe, you happen to be a magician like our guy here who wanted to show his fans a magic trick, and he had to use the mirror. So while he was about to reveal the trick, which took him long enough, someone had to make sure he was going to eventually perform it. A ghost-like human figure appears out of nowhere from behind and disappears, which left the man speechless. But that isn't the first time, nor is it the last, where he had to encounter such an apparition. One night, he went to the kitchen, maybe to drink some water, but what he didn't notice was a shadowy figure with long hair watching over him from behind the window. When he tries to take a nap, some random circular-looking shadow appears out of nowhere. Luckily, he was on a nap, so he didn't see it. But what was the most painful to see, especially to me, was when he was outside complaining, and he raged while talking so much that I couldn't handle how many times I had to censor his words. I almost begged him, but then all of a sudden, the refrigerator was pushed down, sending him back inside for good.
I'm telling you right now, I do. There's a lot of mess. Look, they're all over the place. Coming from all over the place. What to do? Can you lend me the right or not? Come on. I don't want to break the law. Like, can you lend it to me or not? Yeah. What? Like for real. So, I am a little exhausted, but I have been doing things back and forth. I have not been having any rest. I've been up and down, up and down. So I've been taking care of things around the house, and yeah, I've been. Guys, this is not something that I'm making up. You see this? There's literally nobody in here, guys. Literally nobody. Wow, huh? This is ridiculous. This is insane. Oh. So, guys, I just wanted to like let you guys know that today I had a great day performing magic. There was 3 groups. I did 1 hour show for per group, so it was 3 groups, 3 hours. So I got paid pretty decent. So people loved it right off the back. I'm just trying to give you guys an update, and so yeah. And now I'm here at the house. Obviously, I didn't went like this, but as you guys can see, I still got my hair braided, right? So yeah. Today I want to perform for you guys a little magic, right? So today Okay, take this. Whoa. You guys seen that? Guys, there was literally a girl here.
The videos he is sharing are evolving somehow. As of now, he began catching more and more stuff, such as fully bodied apparitions, but I'm afraid he might be making a mistake here. But I will let you inspect his videos on his account by yourself. I don't want to be in the red zone here. About 2 months ago, I was supposed to book a reservation. Wait, wrong script. About 2 months ago, I met a man called Jermaine. He is an Argentinian fella, and you know me. I love the Argentinian national football team, but that's not the reason I have featured the man. Despite my favoritism and me being biased towards their nationality, the reason he was here in the first place due to his investigation in the cemetery, in which he stumbled upon a precious finding. Did he actually find a treasure? Yeah, a cursed treasure, one that will bring darkness into his life. It was a Ouija board, and a stylish one too. It was colored black. It had some extra demonic sense to it, as there were some demonic drawings on the back of the board. So, when you find such an item in a terrifying place, maybe cemeteries aren't terrifying indeed, but we are scared of them nonetheless, and don't try to act tough there. I see you. I throw you in one of these cemeteries with a bad reputation for a whole night alone, and let me see you walking out the same person you were moments before you entered. Jermaine decided to take that board home, despite all the hints he was given as to why he shouldn't have brought it home. This is where the paranormal party began, and he was the only man invited. That was clearly cringe, but believe me, he was alone in this situation. As he was once sleeping like any normal creature should do, something unexplained awakened him. His bladder. No, the heavy knocks on his wooden ceiling. It was loud enough to wake a bear on his hibernate. Then the door of his bedroom slammed open as a message was conveyed to tell him, "Step out of your room. I have something special to show you." When he left his bedroom, he found a mess. The Ouija board and other stuff were thrown on the floor. In another video, his entrance door was being knocked on and shaken like crazy, while there was fire in the other room, which seems to have the shape of a smiley face.
Miren, 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 miren. ¿Qué quiere? ¿Qué quiere? Está la sal. No puede pasar porque está la sal. No puede pasar porque está la sal. ¡Hey! Quiere entrar. Está la sal. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué quiere? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué mierda es eso? Miren la sal. Cortó la luz. Luz. ¿Qué mierda es esa? Escuchen, escuchen, escuchen. Esos son los sonidos que le hablé. Justo de madrugada, escuchen. Nadie me va a decir que esos son gatos. Escuchen. Son pasos. Son pasos. Ok. Ok. ¿Quién anda ahí? Hay luz. Ok. Está la puerta abierta. ¡Hey! ¿Quién está ahí? Ok. Voy a buscar la pistola. ¿Qué? ¿Quién anda ahí? Mierda. ¿Qué mierda? ¿Quién anda ahí? ¡Qué mierda! Estos chicos. Esto es lo que les he hablado. De las cosas que están pasando acá en la casa. Y Ouija.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there a shadow visible through the door that seemed to be shaking? Regardless, if Germain is still anxious about keeping that board, he might need to see a doctor. Let's say you ask the ghost in your house if there was even one. And even if there isn't one that you're aware of, let's say you randomly decide to ask a question to see if your house is haunted. So you sit all by yourself at night, and you demand a sign if there is some kind of spirit to do something to make their presence known, like move an object or whatever, and suddenly they respond to you. What would you do then? If that were me, I would flee the place, but not Kubokoi, who is assured that his house is haunted and yet isn't even scared to ask them for a sign to prove that. He did wake up on multiple occasions to the sound of his bathroom faucet turned on, and he had to go there to turn it off as if it were nothing or no paranormal phenomena to reckon with. But then he demands the ghost to move the curtain if he wants to approve his existence, and so he did, and very convincingly too. Forget about the bathroom for a second, and if you're in one right now, forget that you're there and let it go. Let everything inside you go, because I'm about to tell you why the next house might be haunted. It isn't due to some tragic history of some sort, but this guy decided one day to bring a doll with him and leave it there in the closet, right in front where he sleeps. Even his cat is freaking out because that doll not only moves on its own, it even stares the man down, as if it had some wrath with him. It causes the closet doors to shake and knock. Even the water bottles on his desk began to absorb the effects of these paranormal entities around them.
So on my desk again, I heard the sink turn off, and then the light turned on when someone was watching it. So now I just turned it off, and it's on. I'm at my desk, and I just heard the water in the bathroom turn on by itself. This is the first time something's happened outside my room. So, let's take it. If you're in here, can you move the curtain again? Alright. Do you want me to leave? It's like midnight, and me and my cat just heard a bunch of crazy shit from the closet, and now he's just sitting up here. He doesn't want to come down. I swear we heard a bunch of movement. Hey, if you can hear me. Oh my god, my cat's freaking out again. If you can hear me, move. Oh my gosh, even before I said it, it started moving. I swear it just moved and it's staring at me. Yep. The doll had just moved like 10 seconds ago, so I'm just waiting. See if anything happens. Oh, and there's knocking. Hey, if you can hear me, can you move something? Move it again? I swear that bottle just moved. Yeah, look, you can see the water inside moving everything. Dude, I swear this box just moved on its own. Should we do that again? Okay. Oh, shit.
Now he gets to enjoy a much more effective type of water. Instead of the sparkling water that has been trending for quite some time, he could enjoy some poltergeist water. That didn't sound as good as it did in my head. Sometimes, when moving into a new house, the first thing that comes to mind is how to arrange your stuff and put everything in place. That's all, until it hits you. What exactly hits you? A car? No, you already made it home at this point, so you should be safe and ready to get going with all the organizing work. But what hits you will be hunger plus something else. If, let's say, you live alone, wouldn't it be a little nerve-wracking just to think that this house was once owned or rented by someone else? And maybe it has had a lot of bad history with the previous owners. Who knows what they could have been doing in here for the past few years? What if they were some of those who mess with black magic? You don't mean? Yes, I mean it. But what does the black magician have to do with the house hauntings? I meant black magic. I'm talking about this type of sorcery. To be clearly honest with you, I'm not so sure if this man has just moved into this house or not, but based on how it's messed up, and I think he mentioned something about just moving in, I believe he is a new tenant and he should pay his rent on time, or else he won't be only haunted by ghosts, but rather even scarier creatures. As he was taking a rest on the couch, he was irritated by noises and sounds he couldn't explain. He stood up to himself and decided to take a closer look at the kitchen, because, as the old man says, if you can't tell its source, search the kitchen. Who was the idiot who said that? Me. Anyhow, he went to the kitchen. The atmosphere was quite silent, but not for long, because then the paranormal kicked in, and here comes a knife out of nowhere, sending Jason back to the couch crying.
Okay, look, I'm really tripping out now. Something was looking at me through the window, and I heard that lady crying again, coming out of the kitchen. I'm freaking out. Tripping. Really creeping me out. I ain't going by the basement door, fuck that. Fuck that. There's something in this house. There's something in here. I'm telling you. Oh, fuck no. No, fuck no. Fuck. Fuck.
You might think I was teasing the guy when I mentioned he cried on his way back to the couch, but if you pay close attention to his voice at the end, you can hear it break pretty noticeably. Have you ever heard of the game named Resident Evil? It's an ancient horror game that still to this day is considered to be one of the top-tier horror games of all times, not to mention that it's a long series that is still relevant with new games. But the next video somehow reminded me of that game, as in one of its latest releases, there is a monster called a baby, which looks nothing like a baby. The next video takes us to a haunted tunnel very well known for its eerie reputation. The Sure Road Tunnel, also known as the Crybaby Tunnel, is located in Chillicothe, Ohio, and is a site steeped in local legend and ghostly tales. Built under a railroad in 1927, its bad reputation was given to it after the tragic incident that happened a while ago in that same location, where a mother and her baby were walking along the railroad in that tunnel before a train struck them, which obviously resulted in their passing. After this incident, the rumors began spreading around the site. A lot of people have said that it's haunted and that you could still hear the echoes of that woman's baby crying. But does this rumor hold any truth to them? Yes, and here comes Levi Woodruff, a man who decided to investigate the place. But the moment he arrived there, and before he even got inside the tunnel, he encountered something that I thought for a second was a living proof of the existence of unicorns. But unfortunately, I was wrong, and it was just the skeleton of a deer in the creek. But that wasn't a good sign for Levi. Regardless of that, he decided to venture his way inside. And here these rumors came to be true. The sounds of a crying baby began to occur, and later in the video, there might have been more voices than anticipated. But hauntings seemed to have followed him home, as presented in his security camera house footage.
It's local, around my area. And they say she got hit on the tracks with her baby, or her body was dumped right there in the creek down here. There's something right there. Bro, there's something right there. A deer. It's a deer. I've been out here forever trying to get stuff done. This place is spooky. Is anybody out there? Hello? Right. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Bro. Hell no. I know you guys heard that. I know you guys heard that. I ain't going down there. If you guys think I'm going down there, you're crazy. You're crazy. You guys are nuts if you think I'm making my way. It's so damn cold. Oh. Yeah, I'm out of here, bro. I'm hearing behind me. It's cold. Yeah, I'm out of here. I don't know if I heard a dog or what that was, bro. I don't know what that was. But that ain't good. That ain't good. That ain't good. Yeah, I'm out of here. Crybaby Tunnel. Yeah, I don't know if I heard a dog or what, but
I was going through the Blink camera, just looking at footage from last night because I was very intrigued. I had to wake up for work early this morning, so I didn't really get time to look through footage. Well, I happened to come across one video. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. And at 3 a.m., my picture ended up falling off the wall. It had to be rehung today, but my picture ended up falling off the wall. Obviously, my camera didn't catch it because it was faced towards, you know, the kitchen and the door. But, yeah. Wait until you see this video. I'm still speechless, dude. All right, here it is.
This video got to be one of the best out there, despite it not having much of the paranormal. But sometimes you just need a smudge of it that is fitting enough to fulfill your taste and implant fear. How dramatically described. I have talked about people living near cemeteries before, and I have done so for a good reason, a reason related to ghosts and haunting, but I have never thought that I would have to give similar advice right away. A lot of people seem to be uneducated on the topic of ghost hauntings, unfortunately, but you know what the lyric says. There is a starman waiting in the sky, and I should imitate that dude. All jokes aside, if you can even call them jokes, the next man. And I don't know how I should talk about the next man. Should I feel sorry for him, or should I be a little harsh on him like a caring father who doesn't care about milk? Why, you may ask? Well, he lives in a cemetery, and you heard that right. I'm not over-exaggerating or adding in spice to the story to make it seem more intense than it already is. The man isn't investigating the place, nor does he live nearby it. He lives right in the middle of it. I don't know if he works there or not, but his house is right in the center. Like, how terrifying is it to be living around and sleeping knowing that hundreds of people are buried all around you? And as if you couldn't already tell, even without mentioning a single word about what this man had gone through, you should definitely feel the storm. As of one of the videos, he usually does some investigations around the area at night. One night, he and his friend spotted what looked to be a person walking around the tombstones, dressed in black, looking like a shadow figure. He was walking like a creep, hiding behind walls and corners, almost disappearing, while you can hear loud sounds of cats hissing like demons, with crowing sounds too. But don't worry, the house itself isn't a safe zone either, as the man was shaking of fear while his house appliances and equipments were falling apart.
Mi gente, miren, me encuentro en mi casa, miren que no hay absolutamente nada, y me encuentro como medio raro, no sé qué es lo que está pasando, pero en verdad, no sé qué es lo que está pasando, mi gente, en mi casa hoy. Miren, señores, miren, me siento como que no sé, como que hay algo raro, miren, en mi habitación hoy. Por favor, necesito que me ayuden. Hoy siento esto. Miren, estoy solo en mi casa. Miren, estoy solo en mi casa, papá Dios. Y siento como que se mueve toda la cosa. Oh, Dios mío, se apagó la luz. Necesito a alguien que me ayude. Oh, Dios mío. Señores, ¿quién está viendo esto? Por favor, compártanlo. Miren, estoy solo en mi habitación, pero siento como no sé, como que se caen las cosas. Oh, papá Dios. Señores, miren. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder, señores. Recuerden que me encuentro aquí en mi casa, mi gente, en el cementerio, Cristo Redentor. Miren eso. Ay, mi madre, señores. Miren. Miren esa sombra. José, ¿la viste, José? Ay, mi madre. ¿Eh?
¿Tú viste eso? Mira.
¡El diablo! Ven. ¡El diablo! ¿No tú viste cómo gritó esa vaina? Mírala ahí, José. Mira.
Es una bruja, Carlos.
¿Una bruja?
Sí, es una bruja.
Espérate.
Loco, oye.
Espérate.
Bien. Oye, bien.
Hoy es viernes, son las 12.
Y las 12:07. Mira.
Vamos a verla, ven. Vamos. Ven, vamos a ver, ven. Es una bruja. Mírala ahí, mira. Mira por dónde va. Mírala ahí. Mira. José, espérate. Ven. ¿Lo viste, José? ¿Lo viste? Señores, miren lo que está pasando en el frente de mi casa. Miren, esa es mi casa.
Oye, Carlos. Ay, Carlos. Carlos, no te pegues, loco.
Mira, mira. Mira por dónde va. Ven, 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 ven. Ven, José, ven. Mira por dónde va. Espérate. Miren, miren, miren. Miren, miren, miren. Espérate. El diablo.
Oye.
Oye, oye, cómo grita. Señores, compartan esto, mi gente. Compartan esto.
Carlos, mira.
Compartan esto, mi gente.
No te pegues.
No, 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 no. Ven, 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 ven. Miren, me encuentro en el patio de mi casa, mi gente. Espérate. Mírala ahí, mírala ahí, mírala ahí, ¿por dónde va? La sangre de Cristo tiene poder. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder. Ven, José, lo ven. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder. José, ¿para dónde cogió? ¿Para dónde cogió, José? Óyela, óyela, óyela. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder.
Carlos, pues si cogió para dentro de tu casa.
¿Para dentro de la casa?
Está abierta tu casa, mira.
Vamos a ver, vamos a ver. Ven. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder. Mira, 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 mira. Mira, por mira, por va. Se fue, se fue, se fue. Es mi madre, Joselo. ¿Eh? Mírala allá, mírala allá. Me encuentro en el patio de mi casa, mi gente. Y miren lo que está pasando en el patio de mi casa. Espérate. Ven. Vamos a dejarla, Joselo. Mira, 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 mira.
Mira la mata cómo se
Mira
mueve.
la mata cómo se mueve.
Oye.
Ay, mi madre.
¿Y por qué subiste así?
Ven, 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 ven. ¿Te quieres pegar un ching?
No, no, Carlos, cállate aquí, cállate.
¿Eh?
Cállate ahí, mira,
Mira, mira, mira. Ven, 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 ven.
Ven, Carlos.
Ven. Déjame ver. ¿Tú viste? ¿Ya se fue? Mírala ahí, mírala ahí. Mierda, no se ve bien por el foco. Mi gente, compartan esto. Compartan esto, mi gente. Dejen sus comentarios. ¿Quién lo vio? Ay, Dios mío, la sangre de Cristo tiene poder. José, lo vamos ya.
You know, when you hear cats hissing like that, especially the way they did in the video, you just know there's gotta be a djinn nearby. Or maybe the cats are the djinn themselves. I have always been telling people for the past 10 years to never go and explore abandoned places, cemeteries, ruins, and such on their own. I have been trying to advise these young fellas to never conduct such a serious activity, especially alone, as it could have a horrifying impact on their lives, but they never listened to me. I kept my promise to my beloved wife, who passed away 12 years ago. Her last words were for me to never lose track and keep on going with what I was doing, to never back up. That's why I will never stop advising these people until they stop, or till my heart stops beating. It got so dramatic over there, and it seems like I have been lying all this long, and yes sir, I was lying, but let me tell you why. The guy in the next clip forced me to. Why? Did he email you to never use his videos unless you tell us such lies? Nope, but his actions required me to keep on going with my unbaffled nonsense. To be more clear, this dude does random investigations of abandoned creepy places, which obviously could result in demonic attachments. Why do you care so much about his safety? Because his safety is my duty. That's warmly cringe. Anyway, here are some clips of him dealing with the paranormal in his house as a result of his investigations. In some, we can see him complain about his bag being moved from its place, as if it was thrown somehow. How creepy. Then, in another video, we can see that his TV is glitching, while in another security camera recording, an ugly, scary face can be seen peeking from behind the glass of the door. Isn't it offensive to call that creature by such harsh words? Why are you so mean? Well, when you see the creature, you may lose your cool and could even use worse words to describe him. While he was having a conversation with his family, and here I'm talking about the dude, not the creature, a ball rolled from behind him somehow. One day, he came back home only to hear someone mimicking his voice and calling him by his name.
Imagina estar en casa y que pase esto.
Ahora, ¿qué mames? No sé.
Sí, sí, lo grabé. Checa, se va a ver. Se va a ver. Sí, sí, lo grabé.
No, ya está. Ya, lárgate, lárgate.
Espera. Dile que qué quiere.
A ver, ¿qué quieres? No, gordo, no. Desgraciado. ¡Ya, deja! ¡Púdrete! Ay, Dios.
Ahí está esa cosa. ¡Ay, güey, hijo de su madre! ¡Mira, mira, mira, mira! ¡Nos acaban de aventar la pelota de aquí!
Fantasma captado por la cámara de seguridad.
Ese es el de Rafita, ese es su juguete.
Pero no se ve como si hubiera de
Ese, mira, no. Ese es el juguete de Rafita. Ahí nada más, pero no. O sea, se ve raro. Hay alguien ahí. Hay alguien ahí. Ve. Mira.
No
Mira.
mames, espera, a ver.
Ahí está.
Corto.
Que hay TikToks, miren. Son casi las 5 de la mañana, faltan 5 minutos para las 5. Está todo oscuro. Me levanté a tomar agua. Esa bolsa estaba allá con las demás bolsas. De hecho, ahí las alcanzan a ver, miren. ¿Cómo llegó aquí? Nadie se ha parado. ¿Oyeron? Las chicas están dormidas, Rafita dormido porque se sentía malito. Y miren, esto llegó aquí. ¿Cómo? No sé, yo me levanté al baño. Y miren, yo no escuché absolutamente nada, Misterio sin resolver.
Tu nombre.
¿Qué pasó? No.
I'm really invested in these videos and the journey he could take you on. Hopefully, he'll be open to me sharing them, and if not, maybe a friendly message to him could help. Imagine you wake up in the middle of the night to, let's say, drink a cup of water. You just woke up thirsty somehow, and here you are in the kitchen. As a grown person or even a kid, there is one feeling you can't avoid, and it's fear. You might be wondering what's to fear when drinking water. Maybe because it might not be filtered enough. It may cause some diseases long term. Technically, that is a good point, but the fear that we all share is when going back to our room to continue sleeping. We all feel someone would follow us, as if these ghosts have nothing better to do than wait for us to drink water after midnight only to chase us. But this story kind of plays a part in the next investigation, which takes place somewhere on our planet, in an abandoned haunted house that was previously visited by the investigator. It was suggested that the roof of the house is all messed up and collapsed, so I don't know how this man was sitting so comfortably knowing that it might turn from a paranormal experience into bone-breaking suffering. Anyways, as I mentioned, the story of feeling chased after midnight plays a part in the next video, when the man was going downstairs and all of a sudden hears footsteps behind him. But obviously he was alone. And how about I tell you about the Pentagon? Not politics, but there was a pentagon painted on the wall of the house, so that wasn't a good sign. After sitting his equipment and he began a communication session, the static cameras picked up a shadowy figure walking across, while there were sounds of someone possibly messing around. but the damage that was done at the end was something else. His flashlight, which was fully charged, lost power all of a sudden and turned off, as if some malevolent energy drained its power.
Печка целая еще. Смотрите. Да что сейчас было внизу такое? Если я этого делать не буду, то что будет? Как мне можно тебя называть? Свет, куда? Где камера-то? Да что такое-то? Где фонарь? Еще свет-то не работает. Что за такое еще? Фонарик. Еще фонарик-то сел. Что такое-то еще, а? Ну.
I wouldn't have stayed a second in there the moment I heard these footsteps behind me. Dude, I'm writing this after midnight. I have to go brush my teeth in my own house, and I'm too scared to do so. How about an abandoned house in this man's case? The next video has been trending on TikTok lately, and I assume that it's not far away from the trending page on YouTube too. But why? Why did you let him leave like that? Let who leave? You mean my friend the other day? Well, we had a heated argument, and I almost caught him with a left hook due to him angering me. Oh, I see now. You mean Alex Shaw, the next dude who has been trending for the videos he shared. Well, he didn't know what approach he should have taken. I know you're still confused, and I'm here to guide you, my son. Let me give you further information. First of all, what happened with Alex Shaw, and who was that friend of yours whom you left to leave? Alex Shaw shared a video of a guy entering his shed in the backyard. So far, things are a little creepy, considering that this person is not a friend of Alec. Then why did he enter the shed? And how should I be able to tell if Alec himself wasn't familiar with that man? Maybe you think that Alec was able to later confront that dude and ask him why he did that. Yeah, that would be the normal approach for anyone, but since this video made it to the list, there has to be a creepy twist. You see, Alec immediately rushed and took the initiative to call the police on him, and so he did, and so the police arrived. They checked on the shed but found no one. It was as if he had entered a different realm. The creepy part is yet to come. Yes, fellas, even though the disappearance itself is creepy enough, the other person caught by the security camera walking in the backyard was the whole plot. He looks like a replica of that person who entered the shed, but older. After deep research done by one of the viewers, he was able to spot someone, almost a carbon copy of the man appearing in the camera. The only problem is that the person passed away in 2018.
This dude's coming onto my property to what looks like rob my house, but it actually turns out he is a time traveler. And let me show you that. I literally can't even make this up, like if I wanted to make this up. It blows my mind. This just happened yesterday. So as you can see, he's wandering around my backyard. I don't know what he's trying to do. Now he's like thinking like where to go, and he actually ends up going into my shed. So you can see he opens it, goes into the shed. So I'm fast forwarding the time so you can see there's no movement. He never leaves the shed. And I'm talking on the camera. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Why are you in my shed? Never answers. He never leaves the shed. I literally was watching it the whole time. So I end up calling the police. You could see in the last one, the police coming through the front yard. And then here's the police coming into the backyard. And you can see they literally go inside. They go inside and I'm talking to them. Then they go inside again. Like they're inside there. And they come out and he's not there. And like I've been watching this backdoor camera the whole entire time and he never left. I really watched the camera the whole time. He never left. Police didn't see him in there. And like it blows my mind. Like I don't know if there's a tunnel in my shed in the backyard. I don't know if he teleported. I don't know where this guy went or why he went in that shed. Let me know what you think because I'm like perplexed. Flabbergasted. I have an update regarding the time traveler that went into my shed and disappeared. And this is gonna blow a lot of people's minds. And if you're still denying that this is real at this point, this is gonna change your mind. The cops came, they went in the shed twice. He wasn't in there. I looked like an insane guy. The cops are like, what is this guy smoking? And you can see he never came back until the next day right here. Notification on my camera that there's somebody in my backyard and this guy leaves my shed. And he looks right at the camera too. That guy left my shed. But here's the craziest part. This looks like the same guy, maybe, glasses, whatever. Let's look at the other guy. This was the other guy. He noticeably aged. Looks like the same guy, but aged. So him again, and now him. Same facial features, whiter hair. So I don't even know what to think at this point. Somebody explain this. He literally left the same shed. You saw the camera I put before. There was no movement that whole night. Then the next day, this guy leaves the shed, looks right at the camera like he knows, and he looks noticeably older. I don't know, something's going on. Somebody explain what's going on in my shed. I'll be going there in about a week to give a tour, since a lot of people are asking. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, I don't even know what to think. Did he time travel? Is this a different person? You still don't believe the story about the time traveler that went into my shed, disappeared, and then came back in the future? This video is gonna change your mind. There's so much evidence supporting this theory. This guy named Matty Ice, he's been looking into this a lot. It's funny because he actually made a skit on part 1, kind of like making fun of me, but now he's come around to actually looking into this because this is real. So he's been looking into this story and he found some crazy evidence. To start this off, I don't support reaching out to anybody's families or anything like that. This is all speculative, but evidence kind of makes sense. So what he did is he did a reverse image search and he found this guy who looks pretty similar to our boy here. The crazy part is this guy was obsessed with time travel. And you can see 9 years ago, he used to post on blogs talking about time travel and how it works. So he graduated from Harvard University, which is, you know, obviously impressive. So this guy knew his stuff. He was obsessed with time travel and he looks like our guy. So it's like, okay, it's probably him then, right? This guy died in 2018, 6 years ago, which by the way, how is 2018 6 years ago? That's crazy in its own. But 6 years ago, this guy died. But he looks the same. He was obsessed with time travel. We also found this, which is family members saying they miss him and that they, you know, love him and stuff like that in November 2018. We also found this, which is the same thing talking about his death in July of 2017. So this one also says he died in July of 2018, but then they posted in 2017. It's possible that they edited this text to, you know, give him a shout out how he passed away. Maybe his picture was posted beforehand, but still a little fishy, right? He also found this interview notes, which I guess he was interviewed and somebody took notes of the interview. And in this interview, he was talking about his obsession with sound and time travel and how everything like that works in another dimension. This is all speculative. I didn't do any of this research. This is all Matty Ice.
The time-traveling twist with that guy is unsettling enough to fuel an entire plot, but Alec overlooked his shed. Who knows? There might be a hidden time travel machine lurking in there that he hasn't discovered yet. Look, for someone who doesn't know how to ride a bike, and I'm speaking about myself here, I can't tell what it feels like to be behind these grips leading the way. Of course, I took a bike ride many times before when I was young, but I wasn't the one controlling it. Then who was it? Some random people told me they would give me some candy if I came with them. That was at a time before they were using vans. But wait, what does that have to do with the next video? The viewer asks, and then he adds, why are you telling us about your horrible childhood? Here comes my answer that will give you a shockwave of horror. How annoyingly scary. In the next video, we have a lady. So, what should we do to her? Nothing offensive, but you should just calm down and let me finish. She was sitting at her desk, chilling. She was working when she heard a noise from behind. Is it time to pay rent? Is he knocking on the door? Nope, the noise has nothing to do with humans. In fact, it was the bike. So the bikes can now make noises and sounds on their own. Is that what you're saying? Don't put words in my mouth. The bike moved, so it made that noise. How interesting, but it could be just physics playing its part. That's what my neighbor said after I woke him after midnight while he was sleeping to show him the video before he almost called the police on me. But here's the thing, folks, that bike is something to be reckoned with, as it seems whoever sold it to this lady had some dark spell on it. It's causing the whole house to be haunted, from doors shaking to making objects fall, and wherever she places it, it makes a mess.
Sitting at my desk, and my bike's fallen over again. It's the second time today, and then it's starting to get weird. I don't even dare go down there. Okay, there's no one here. There's no one in the house. No doors open, just the bike fell. Like, there's no one here, look. No way. It's got a stand. Look. Brand new bike. Just got it. Second time today it's fallen over. Oh, I really hope that's just the floor. Maybe you can see that. Right, so if it keeps falling over on its own, fair enough. I don't know, I'm just weirded out because it's the second time. Okay, it's done it again, but look, 3 times, the f***ing spinning. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I don't want to be near it. There's no one here. I made a right bang this time. I had my door shut though. I know there's no one here. I was spinning. Look how much it's moved. What? It was right over there. I don't understand. Oh, I don't want to touch it. The handlebars are wrapped around the other way. But if it was stood up, why would they be like that? I'm confused. I'm going to move it. There is fucking no one. I'm freaked out now. Freaked out. Right, so I've moved it. I've moved it into here, into the spare room. Nobody lives in here. But I've purposely put, so if you are a freaky bike, then there's no way that you can move, mate. So, hopefully it just get blown over and I'm crazy. But it's just too weird. So seriously now, the thing's shaking. That's the room it's in. Oh, please tell me, please, please. I'm terrified. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you didn't. I don't want to do it. Oh! Get me out of here now! Get me out of here now! I can't do this anymore. I'm shaking. Right. This. Right, the front door is in front of me to the right, and there is nothing happening right now, but I need to get here, so I don't like this. I'm gonna go to my friend's house. Pray for me, pray for me. Ooh! This house. Compelled to video this just in case. I'm showing you, I'm not crazy. I don't dare. Come back. The plant pot's I'm still on the floor. I told you, it's smashed.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's pretty weird, man. But yeah.
Please check other things for me because I'm scared. Yeah, there was no one in.
You say it was just like the wall making a funny noise, or?
Well, the wall to the room where my bike is, I left my bike in there and then it just went mental and I don't know.
Right, okay, but...
What?
Is this some kind of joke or something? Because this is...
It's just my bike in the bedroom.
Yeah, but it's pretty messed up in here.
About stuff. Don't mess with me because
No,
this is
seriously.
you know how much this has scared me though.
Yeah, but seriously, it's not... I don't
I
think
don't
this is
even
how
dare
you
go
left
in.
it, like...
Oh, this is. Ugh. Why is I'm using?
I don't know.
Oh, f off. Oh no.
Yeah, that's okay.
This is the spare room, Seth. Yeah, I'm moving out. So, anybody want to buy a bike?
I'm not really into bikes myself, having never learned to ride them, but I still think I should have given it a shot. But what does that have to do with what happened in the video? I'm not sure, but I definitely plan to get rid of that bike as soon as possible. If the paranormal activity continues, I might have to ditch the whole apartment. Do any of you remember Jaber? Now that's not exactly her name, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind when I read her name. Jaber is a lady who is FU rich. She is so rich that no man suits her needs. That's why she is into girls. Anyways, Jaber has a farmhouse, or more like a mansion inside her farm. And obviously, she is here for one reason. Her voice. I mean, her paranormal hauntings. But before we start talking about the activity, I have something that I have to get off my chest. Because I'm wearing a chest bra. I have come to the conclusion that over the years, especially the last 5 years, people's understanding of a shadow has declined significantly to a level scarier than any video I have featured in my channel. And without further ado, let's get straight to it. As Jaber was driving forward into her house, she noticed something weird standing behind her house window. And according to the new statics, it's a shadow figure. As she was trying to chill at night, the light started switching on and off. As Jaber was trying to watch some Netflix started watching her. Now that's really weird. But here is the weirder part. Netflix was not working as intended. How so? I don't know, but since we are talking about potentially a haunted house, let's just blame the fellas from the other side. Remember the 3 knocks rule. Screw it, the new trend is 4 knocks now. And while Juju was staring at her awkward TV screen, I don't know where she bought it from, but I have never seen a TV encountering as many paranormal activities as this one. While she was staring at it, a reflection of red eyes appeared out of nowhere.
There's a light on in there now. Holy shit. Oh my God, what the fuck? That light wasn't on. What the fuck? Oh. Look at that shadow in the window. The fuck is that? Holy shit, did you see that? What the f is that? It's like white mists running around the room. Stopped. Ooh. That was not moving a second ago. This is so creepy. So creepy. Do you hear that? So. Hello? You okay? You okay, buddy? It's real creepy. What's up with the phone lights right now? What's up with my phone?
Like with the camera. Hang on. Window. TV reflection. The f is that? Seriously, what the f, dude? That's f***ing crazy, bro. That's real fucking creepy. Whoa. Okay. And he's just out knocked. There's not even a cat over here. He's still over there. Banks isn't even here. No, no Banks. No Banks.
I'm not sure if she tried searching YouTube for a tutorial on fixing her glitchy TV, but I'm pretty sure that even if she did, she wouldn't find a guide saying, if none of these fixes work, you're probably dealing with a haunted house, and, naturally, it would be delivered with an Indian accent. One of the saddest things about life is the fact that you either live long enough to become a hero or hatred will be infected into you like a poison slowly until you become the villain. This sounds like it's taking a dramatic turn, but that's not exactly what I had in mind. I don't know why I said it. You either live long enough to see the people around you go, or to be seen gone. And that takes me to the story of the next house, which has been abandoned for quite a while now. The house once belonged to an elderly couple who moved there upon retirement. They built the house themselves, and it was once a pig farm. The husband was an artist, and there are signs in the house indicating that he sold his artwork. The wife, who suffered from arthritis, passed away in a fire that broke out in the house. The husband woke up around 2 a.m. smelling smoke but was unable to save his wife. This might just be a main reason why the house has had many rumors around it of it being haunted. Not only that, but there have been many visitors who reported such a sinister activity. Mox is an investigator who has had his take on the place before, but his very good friend saw the man in need of some support, and good advice wouldn't hurt either. So he told him, "Hey Mike," if that was his name, of course. "Hey Mike, why won't you go back and investigate that same old rusty house you went to about 2 years ago? Maybe you pick something up that could be frightening." This advice was like throwing him into a void, but Mike, as known as Mox, took his friend's advice and decided to go there. Upon arrival, he was baffled to see a caravan in the area around the house that wasn't originally there before, and it seems occupied. But during his investigation, he picked up some interesting EVPs, along with some footsteps and whistles, while the temperature dropped significantly in some rooms. But the most interesting part was that when he was inspecting an old photo, something didn't want him to touch it.
Honestly, I'm getting really bad Hills Have Eyes vibes out here. If there's caravans sat here, and all the curtains are drawn as well. I can see if there's anybody here, they've seen me light.
Keeping it on that caravan to see if I can see any sort of movement from inside it. Because this is my only way out, is down this way to get out of here. Hello? Hello? Oh, these floors are very, very spongy. That is just horrifying. Was that any of the family that's left here? Can you step forward and come and speak to me? That sounds like somebody out there. We're gonna have to go check. Does that upset you that people have come in and done stupid stuff like this? Somebody's walking out there. Somebody just walked out there. Hello? And I'm getting some weird feelings. There's flies everywhere. I'm absolutely freezing. I should have brought my temperature gun. Listen. Who? Who's that? Who's there? Show yourself. There's another picture. See it? Hey! What the? Something just touched my hand. Something literally just touched my hand. I'm so sorry. I heard somebody walking through this forest, coming towards the house, so I've not even stopped to properly take a proper picture of the place. What the was that? Right. Yeah, I think it's time to get out of here. Any longer on my own. Whoa. I don't even know if I've got everything. If I've left anything, I'll come back for it another day.
There is obviously a clear reason why this video wasn't higher on the list, because it didn't have that much intensity into it and felt flat to me. The sounds he picked weren't as clear as he might have thought, and it was a bit odd to me that he called the house so haunted. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm pretty sure he had much more intense experiences before. But what can I say? Maybe subscribe and watch the next video on screen.